Hey guys, this is your host Adi and welcome to Comic Space, and today we have an exclusive look at the new Venom 3 logo, and it actually tells us a lot about the film than anything. Lots of new speculation have arisen and we have quite a bit to talk about. So hopefully this is going to be a quick fix video, unless I am just lost in the topic, which I tend to do a lot nowadays. So let's not do that and let's just get to the point and let's talk about it. So we have a totally new Venom 3 logo, and this logo was updated 10 days after when Sony initially announced all of their upcoming projects for this year, which is 2024, at this year's CES Expo. So they went on to reveal tons of projects, including Bad Birds 4 and all of the superheroes and non-superheroes projects. And at that point Venom 3 logo was also revealed, which was quite different. And now we have an updated logo, and this logo have went on to lead to a totally new speculation debate, because lots of people are also thinking that the positioning of the 3 number in the Venom 3 logo can actually be a mathematical expression for the cube. That means a number multiplied by 3. So that means we cannot just be seeing Venom and also the Toxin, which is going to be the main villain of Venom 3, and obviously he was set up at the end of the Venom Let There Be Carnage, and that is quite evident that we are going to see Toxin. But along with both of them, we can also see a third symbiote, or maybe even a teenager with spider abilities. I mean, who knows. So again, that was a quite far-fetched idea, and it is pretty much like a pie in the sky. And given Sony Spider-Man universe is called Sony Spider-Man universe, and they have released tons of projects without any Spider-Man introduction, not even a reference. So I am not really gonna get my hopes up on that point of time. And lots of people are also speculating that Carnage might even return in Venom 3, and we can see Toxin, Venom and Carnage all together in a film, because this was pretty much like what happens in the comics. It was just that we also had Spider-Man, and given Sony's track record with how they handle their Spider-Man properties, I am not really hyped up that we are going to see Toxin along with Spidey fighting off against Venom and Carnage, much like what we've seen in the comics. But given there's a speculation of 3 symbiotes featuring Venom 3, that have also led on to a totally different idea. So if you introduce a total new symbiote, which probably will be the offspring of Venom, because that's how the things have been working out now, we are talking about the multiversal angle on that as well later on in the video. That means after Venom 3, Tom Hardy is pretty much retiring from the Eddie Brock's Venom role, and he's probably gonna go on to do some other stuff. So obviously this is going to be a final chapter in Tom Hardy's Venom trilogy. But given how much well received the first 2 Venom films were, Sony can actually take this advantage and can set up a totally different franchise with this totally new introducing symbiote. Or maybe I'm just putting too much thought into this and they're just gonna finish the trilogy with Tom Hardy's Venom and finishing the story. But again, talking about speculation, maybe Tom Hardy's Eddie Brock might be retiring from the franchise, but Venom symbiote can still be alive in that Sony Spider-Man universe, and we still can be seeing that Spider-Man vs. Venom film that Tom Hardy has publicly talked about a lot of times. But again, given how much time that has been now, and it is just not Tom Hardy, but it also Sony, and which, I mean, they own basically everything, and they also have to see how that actually going to work out, because we are already getting Venom vs. Spider-Man film quite evidently in the MCU. It already has been set up at the end of the Spider-Man No Way Home in that post-credit scene. But talking about Sony Spider-Man universe, there is a still quite possibility, and there's a lots of chatter. I mean, there's a less possibility and lots of chatter and lots of hype about Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man going up against Venom, Sony Spider-Man universe Venom, because I don't think so there's another possibility. And this is not the first time that Sony have tried to include a Spider-Man in their Sony Spider-Man universe. If you remember Morbius teaser trailer, which features Spider-Man poster, and then they took out all of the references and all of that stuff from that final theatrical release. And that same thing have also happened with the upcoming Madam Web film, because in just recent video we talked about how they were going to feature Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, and then it was Tom Holland Spider-Man. But at the end of the day, they realized that they have messed up the timelines, so they just took out every single reference. Again, there might be like a one single reference or something like that, but they were fully going to introduce their own Spider-Man, which was probably going to be Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man as the Spider-Man phase for Sony Spider-Man universe. But again, it just did not work out, and for the longest time it just haven't been working out for Sony. So given on that point, lots of people are speculating that in third symbiote can be seen, or Venom can be continuing his story in a total different timeline, or maybe attached to a total different host rather than just Eddie Brock to continue that Venom franchise. So lots of speculation and lots of chatter regarding Venom 3 is happening. So I'm really looking forward to Venom 3 and how they're going to close the chapter. And are we going to see any Spider-Man in Sony Spider-Man universe? I mean, they are introducing 3 Spider-Women, and I'm really happy on that front, because I mean, they just have to do it. Because again, they just don't own Peter Parker Spider-Man, they own all of the Spider-Verse, they own every single character related to Spider-Man and all the other Spider-Peoples, and I think it was just about time that they have started utilizing other properties than just the Peter Parker Spider-Man. But again, you need Spider-Man. And again, like always, I have lost the track of time, and I think I have stressed this video quite far. Well, that's it for this video, guys, but before you go, you can consider to grab the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of the latest Marvel or DC update. I'm so glad that you guys got the time to help me out. Thanks for listening to me. This is your host Adi signing off. See you in the next one.